Shit, man. I almost did the show in the dark today. Had the damn light off. Oh, let me go ahead and get my controller. You know, finna play these games real quick. Get money. Get money. What's crack-a-lacking, y'all? You are now tuned in live to your grandmother's favorite show, the Meangle Jackson Show. I am a hit amongst most grandmothers. And mainly because I'm someone who appreciates a cool $13, you know, hard candies and baked goods. So I feel like if you have an appreciation for those things, you'll be a hit amongst grandmothers. So I feel like the statement I made was not a joke. It's just a fact about me. And part of this show is that you learn a little bit about me. Oh, shit. Warzone's updating? Okay. I'm about to be on that tonight, boy. I ain't played that game in a minute. I've been on this 2K career. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not doing so good. I mean, I'm doing well, but I still don't rebound all that great. My guy averages like 3 rebounds a game. It's pathetic. I don't even think it's that, honest. I think it's like 0.8 rebounds. And I said 3 because I wanted to cushion the blow for myself because the embarrassment that I feel due to the lack of rebounding by my player, it's pretty significant. It's like 0.8 rebounds on the season, man. It's not good at all. But I've been struggling with that. But yeah, I'm about to be on these games tonight. That's what I'm doing. Obviously, I got to, look at the sheet. We're going to get into some stuff. But first, I always love when people who are, let me get the game started. People who are like, celebrities or whatever, or like, these fucking cornballs that end up on TV. I love when they say the N-word and get caught because then they get embarrassed on Twitter, which is always good. And then they deliver a fake apology. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know who this person is. I guess this is just some girl that's on. What is this show she's on? She is on a show called. Oh, she was on a show called The Bachelorette. I say that like I don't really know about that. I know what the show is. I'm not a fan of this show at all. I think it's stupid that people will schedule a time to pull up and watch TV with their friends, and they'll watch people go out and date multiple people, get fucked by multiple people, promise bullshit and tell lies to multiple people, and they love it. They eat it up. But then all of a sudden, like, it's not cool if people you actually know do it. Like, the shit is only okay as long as it happens to strangers and it doesn't happen to you. That is so weird to me. Why do y'all entertain that shit? Why do y'all want to see some girl or some dude fuck around with like 12 to 15 people in a mansion, take them to go like fucking, putt, and then they eat fucking roast beef sandwiches and shit, and then sit out on a porch swing and, tell each other lies and, they do all that. And y'all eat it up. Y'all absolutely love it. But not in real life. But I guess that is real life, though. Those are real fucking people. There's no way all of those people are just actors. And if they are, holy shit, these are some of the best of the best. I mean, everything about these people is corny. Everything. It all seems fake. But if this shit is real, I'm being hella disrespectful. But you know what, man? I don't even care. Because they go on those shows and then they go in with the intention to date all these people. Oh, nigga, you can't trick the layup, bro. Fuck. They go in with the intention to date all these people to try to find them a significant other. And then they end up like playing themselves on TV and then doing a bunch of bullshit. And then they like act all surprised. And then they want us to be like, oh, no, it's okay. Because don't you just feel bad for them? Like, they struggle to find love. Like, yo, I have a feeling these people ain't hurting to find love. Because love is out there. It really is. But most people just don't really give a fuck about it. Because there's so many damn options. Nobody really want to just pick one. It is what it is, man. But don't entertain the show and then be out there trying to preach whenever like you find the person you with out there doing some wild stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. And I know that sounds crazy, but like I'm being for real. This girl's on this show where I don't know, what is The Bachelorette, the one where the girl finds love? So maybe she was just fooling around with a bunch of dudes on the show. Whatever. Maybe she's famous. I don't know. Let me get to the point. The point is she's on IG, I guess, singing along to one of her favorite rap songs by the Baby. I don't even know what the song is called or if it's any good. But I guess she got caught saying the N-word, which this is what I think is hilarious because, of course, oh, let me get a rebound. Oh, shit, I got 2 of them hoes. Wasn't I just telling y'all how terrible I was? And now look at me. It's because of y'all. And now I'm turning up. I might go for 5 rebounds tonight. Shit. Might turn up on them. But anyway, she's on the show, right? Obviously, she gets caught saying the N-word, but then she has to give an apology. And so it's funny because, let me pause it and I'm going to tell you. We're going to actually read it. So she says, I owe you all a major apology. There is no excuse and I will not justify what I said, she wrote. I have read your messages. Oh, hold on, let me check the time on the thing. We got 20 seconds. I have read your messages and seen the hurt I have caused. I own it all and I'm terribly sorry. And I know that whether in public or private, this language is unacceptable. I promise to do better. I bet you do. Let's get into the show. And then I'm going to get into this. And then we're going to get back on 2K. Hey. All right, before we let this old 50 Cent record play, that record is old as shit. Oh my God. Places to Go. What is that on? That's on like the 8 Mile soundtrack, ain't it? 8 Mile. Your style is generic. Mine's authentic made. I roll like a renegade. You need clinic aid. My technique's bizarre and ill. I scar and kill. You were a star until I served you like a bar and grip. God, that's classic. Okay, let me stop spitting those Eminem bars. Shout out to Eminem, one of my favorite rappers. I love that movie, 8 Mile. But the funniest part is when Exhibit is rapping. And listen, I'm going to talk about these raps and then I'm going to go back to talking about this cornball Hannah Brown and this fake ass apology she gave for saying the N-word. But the way the stories connect is because she ended up saying the N-word because of rap music. And then I was just rapping those 8 Mile lyrics because of rap music. So stay with me. So Exhibit gets on, and this is the funniest part. What does he say to Buddy? He says, when you travel, you probably pack panties in your suitcase made out of lace from Victoria's Secret. If 10 men came in a cup, you probably drink it. Yo, that is the funniest line I've ever heard in rap music. Just to say to somebody else. Oh my God, I was dead. Anyway, so rap lyrics tend to be hostile, violent, and they tend to use words that maybe are not preferred amongst the masses. And so Hannah Brown, she has fallen prey to this cycle of life a lot, similar to like a lot of other celebrities. And so she's caught on live saying the N-word. And she gave this fake ass apology. So I'll repeat it. I said it before I intro the show, but she said, I owe you all a major apology. There is no excuse and I will not justify what I said, she wrote. I have read your messages and seen the hurt I have caused. I own it all. I am terribly sorry and know that whether in public or private, this language is unacceptable. I promise to do better. I don't know, man. Your apology's garbage because you know what? My thing is if you can accidentally slip up on your Instagram live, then you probably do that with some frequency. And I'm going to tell you like this. Shoot, I was just riding around in a car with a white girl the other day, and there were rap songs playing, and she was spitting all the raps, like old Lil Wayne. What was it? Go DJ, spit a whole fucking thing. Just bah, 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 getting all of it. Didn't say the N-word one time because it's not that hard. And I don't think she was putting on a show because she was telling me stories about how she, connects to this music because of a memory through a friend, which I think is dope. I'm not somebody who gives a shit if people sing the songs. Hannah, we ain't mad at you for singing the song. Sing the song. You like the fucking song, go ahead, sing the song. But to say the word and then try to play it off and pretend that at one point she pretended that it wasn't her, tried to blame it on somebody else in the room, and then was like, oh my God, did I really say it? But even still, it was just because it's the song. And then when you do that, you're minimizing the impact that it has. It's not that hard to not say it. If I wanted to, I could edit out every song I listen to when I recite the rhymes. Because I'm able to recite music so well, I have the explicit version and my own remixed, edited version in my head, locked and loaded for every track that I know the lyrics to. Hannah, if you know the songs because you really love this rapper, you should be able to sing them without saying the N-word, especially if because you're famous and one of the things you do to remain famous is post videos on the internet of yourself. You should be able to do that without saying the N-word. It's not that hard, fam. So her apology is garbage. I mean, I don't know, man. They showed these pictures, and at first when I saw the picture, I was like, oh no, damn. Because she's kind of cute, but then I was like, but damn, you're probably garbage, because as soon as I read the first line of the article, I was like, everything about this is trash. You know exactly what you're doing. They always know, come on. I don't believe in that. I didn't know. I didn't realize what I was doing. No, you know why? Because as you get older, you know all the stuff. And you also have all the opportunities in the world to find resources to help yourself become better. It's not that hard. Right in front of me, I have a computer. There's a computer in my hand. There's literally an iPad sitting here. I could have Google up on all of this shit, typing in tons of different things, learning all kinds of stuff. So you can learn how to grow out of a lot of the habits that you have. You can at least give it your best effort, the old college try. Her singing the song, saying the word, and then giving that fake ass apology just tells me that she does it all the time. Hey, and if you really feel like that's for you, you do your thing. Just understand that because you're not actually making a real effort to get better and not do these things, it makes you a trash person. I'll tell you something about me that I know people would hate, and I hate it about myself. And then I'm going to give you some facts about my personal life and about my family that might shock you. So when I was younger, I think a lot of boys that, are in my age bracket, they probably can attest to this. Is one of the words we used to use, and I'm not even going to say it on there, but it's the F word. And it's the one that they use to really take shots at gay people. But we didn't use it like that. We used it in the stupid way, how we make fun of your friends and all that type of stuff. And now, as I've gotten older, you recognize that that is a horrible thing to say to people. Or even if you're just joking between friends, it's not something I will say anymore. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. So I said this up until my, right around my mid-20s. It's probably a little bit maybe my early 20s. And the thing that got me to quit cold turkey is because my mother gave me a call. And then she came out to me. She let me know how it made her feel when she heard it. And I understand maybe you could think this is something for your mom. Maybe it's easy just to not do it. I'm like, no, but it wasn't just for her. It was the fact that knowing why would I want to do that? If this hurts my mother, this has to hurt everybody that, identifies in the way that she identifies. So it's easy just to not do it. Now it makes me cringe even thinking about it. I'm repulsed by the thought of wanting to yell that at somebody. So even when I listen to music, I listen to old Eminem, one of my favorite rappers. One of my favorite songs is Criminal, and he says the word repeatedly in Criminal. Even when I rap and spit those bars, I do not say the word. You want to know why? Because I'm making the conscious effort to be mindful. Now, people might be like, well, why don't you just stop saying the N-word? No, my nigga, because that's my word. I say what I want to say. And I have that, and y'all don't have that because you guys like to own things. So I want to own something too. And I get to hang it over your fucking head for the rest of your fucking life and make you feel bad for it. It seems petty, but hey, I'm a fucking Leo and I'm me. So you should expect nothing less. But at the same time, my point is this. You can be mindful and not say these fucking things. So an excuse of, oh, well, it's just the music and I didn't even realize it. And all of these things come after you try to put the blame on another person in the room because you're embarrassed. Like, Hannah, just own it, baby. You say this shit all the fucking time because you want to be black so bad. You want that shit. You probably hate it. You don't want anybody around you to know you want it, but you want it. When you spit those rhymes that the baby's spitting, you want to like be where he's from. You want to do the things that he does. You want to feel the way that he feels. So of course you say, and I'm sure all your little favorite rappers and all the niggas that you probably want to like run into and say, oh, I love your music. And oh my God, I have 7 black friends. Can you believe it? You could be my 8th. I know that you want to do that so bad. Don't try to play it off as if that's like not you. Like, oh my God, you guys should know that's not me. Anyone who knows me, my 7 black friends, they know me and they know that I'm not like that. Fuck out of here, you fucking goof. In the photo they used on the story, you did look good in that dress, though. Shout out to you. Hey, we got folks in the chat, man. Shout out to Big Baby Jonathan. He's tuned in live via YouTube. John, shout out to you, man. Very successful podcast, man. I love it. The Big Baby Jonathan sports podcast, excuse me. I mean, my guy is probably on his way to having a show. I hope that he gets a show or ends up on ESPN, FS1, whatever networks do sports, NBA TV, that'd be a good place for you, John. Anywhere that does sports talk, y'all need to take a look at my man, John, because I think he is somebody that you could put on there. Y'all ever seen, what's that show called? The Starters with Trey and all them guys? Listen, John, you better than them, bro. And them niggas got a big deal. Shit. I'm trying to get on like them, but I don't want to just do sports. But anyway, John, you are cut out for that, my guy. So shout out to you, man. I love your show. You need to let me know when's a good time to call in because I'm ready to debate some basketball, man. And I want to talk about John Wall coming back. So if you ever have some conversations around John Wall, you let me know and I'm calling in. It's all love, homie. All right, man. I'm done cracking on Hannah Brown. Hannah Brown is garbage for saying the N-word. Like I said, even if you and all your friends, you want to say like, that's not you and this and that, it's still something you do, man. That fake ass apology ain't nothing. It's not hard to be mindful. Like me, I truly felt terrible after that conversation with my mom when she let me know, hearing me say it and being in video, because I used to have an old ass TV show that I did. And I used to make videos and try to do comedy, and I had that shit within my vocab and all that. It was just played, man. Like shit, man. Like there's just some words that are played out. We don't need to use that. Like calling somebody that, even in like a joking manner, that shit's weak, bro. That's lame. Pass. Well, I mean, I can come up with like 20 different names to call you to make, to say that you are lame at something or something and being corny that don't have to be that repulsive F word. It's easy. It's all about just being mindful and not want to disrespect people. Like, I don't know. Vibe out to that music, girl. Do you? That's your right. And it's your right to say it too. I mean, it's freedom of speech. Just don't do the fake apology shit. That shit is weak. All right, man. What is next on the list? Yo, let's talk about this Joe Rogan deal real quick. And I want to give my thoughts on Joe because I see a lot of people saying that he's a sellout. I don't know if I believe that he's a sellout for taking a deal for his show, even though he is known for stating that, he didn't want to, he's not like a corporate guy. Joe's been doing his podcast for like 11 years. So he's kind of like a pioneer of it. Like he was kind of doing the show like before this was even like a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like after 11 years, if someone's finally offering you $100 million for you to have exclusive content, and the platform that you're currently using is maybe not so cool with you, talking about specific things because, whatever their reasons are. And I've gotten tons of these emails since I've been doing my show. I ain't gonna get out of hand and disrespect because I don't want them to cut the stream. But if they are doing things to, really censor a lot of the conversation and the topics that are being brought up on a person's show, I don't think it's wrong for them to go search elsewhere. And if elsewhere ends up offering you $100 million and you want to take the damn money, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know if I'm going to now add Spotify to, my subscription list. I don't know if I want to do that. I tried that shit before. I couldn't really get down with it. I also don't see the point when I've been using Apple Music for what feels like since I phased out of stealing songs on LimeWire. Yeah, I did that shit, bro. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But everybody did it, bro. Everybody did it. And I didn't sell them. You know what I'm saying? I just borrowed them. And I like the music. Y'all put out good music, man. And I still pay for it. I went back and I got everybody. So everybody got my money now. So don't even trip, bro. But I don't know if I want to go to Spotify to listen to the show. I feel like people will still find a way to put it up on YouTube. But I don't know, man. Thinking about myself, I wonder if I was ever in that position, what would I do? Especially if I spent years kind of building a reputation as being known as someone who had no desire to take the show that I'm doing to a corporate type of level. But at the same time, over the course of time, people can change their minds and opt to go in different directions, especially based on how life is now. Like if maybe, you don't know what Joe's situation is. Maybe it's time to secure some bags because you're phasing out of some other things. You never know. Or maybe like he feels like he's at a place where he can take on more, and maybe taking on more, requires that he, kind of go above and beyond. But, the bag is $100 million. Like, why not take that shit? It's a lot of money. I keep shrugging my shoulders because it's like, I see that so many people are upset by this and they're like, just being hella disrespectful. I mean, it's 11 years, bro. He put in the time. My man earned the money. Shit, you never know. He might find a way to use that money to maybe create opportunities for other people. I think this is a big deal. I mean, shit, Joe's got his deal with Spotify and Joe Budden, and Joe Rogan. I mean, these are two of the biggest like podcasts going right now. Like, and they're kind of locking people up. This actually might be a benefit. You might see a lot more of these shows and podcasts getting picked up by people. Shit, I might even need to start putting my stuff on Spotify. I might need to look into that. Y'all want to kind of get paid for this shit. Shit. I would love to, try to phase out and transition to the next level of my life by, trying to, be somewhat of a voice for the duration of my life. This is what I've been hoping to do. Shit, I made the move out west to do this. And it took 5 years to get to this fucking point. And a lot of that is because I was just not chasing dreams, taking fucking time off, doing what I thought I had to do, and being hella unhappy. Shit, you never know. Circumstances change, you start to feel different. So maybe my man Joe went from being like, nah, I don't want to do that corporate shit to now this corporate shit is offering $100 million for some shit that we probably shouldn't even be getting paid for. I might as well take the fucking money now while I have the opportunity. And Joe can get all of the biggest people. He can get everybody. I bet Joe can get Obama to come. And I bet he can get Obama to probably smoke weed on camera. I bet he could probably pull some shit like that. Joe has that type of credit with people. And that credibility goes a long way, man. $100 million. That's a lot of fucking money. You know how many chicken sandwiches I can buy with $100 million? A lot. It goes to show, man, I'm hella hungry. And I haven't had a Wendy's chicken sandwich in man long because I went cold turkey. I will never eat fast food again. Unless I absolutely have to. And the only circumstance is like, shit, we forgot to buy food on the road trip. And then like the only place to stop is a fast food restaurant. I haven't eaten in 24 hours. That's the only way I'll do it. Otherwise, I can't do it anymore. Because I'm trying to get one of these, like, you know, I'm trying to get right, you know, for summer 2021. Because by then, that's probably when we'll be allowed to go outside. So I got plenty of time to get right. I'm going to be out here looking crazy, boy. Anyway, okay, let's get into this. In the state of Washington, man, I've been hearing these crazy ass rumors that there are people who are going out of their way to try to impeach Inslee because of the stay-at-home order. When I wrote this, when I found the material and the articles around this topic, it was like a couple days ago, I was kind of like, man, I was getting used to this shit. Like, man, look, it's not a big deal. Let's just, you know, do whatever these motherfuckers is kind of telling you, and let's just kind of move on from it. But today I had a conversation with Priscilla. And Priscilla, I think, is going to join us on Thursday so we can get more into detail about this. But her and I had a conversation because I sent her a video where in Massachusetts, some lady was videotaping these two guys spray painting arrows on the sidewalk, like directional arrows. So that way they make the sidewalks like one way. And so she's saying a bunch of stuff, and I will say that I reached out to Priscilla because Priscilla is much more knowledgeable on the subject matter of like politics and some of the, you know, things that the lady on the videotape was referencing were, I think, over my head because it's stuff that I never had interest in. So it's just things that I just don't know. And so some of the stuff that we talked about today, and especially when we kind of went into the talk about how like this kind of looks like, you know, phasing into some type of place where we don't want to be. And like a lot of people maybe think it's comparable to some type of stuff that happened like, you know, Nazi time. I'm like, no, bro, the way all this stuff plays out, I'm like, this shit is crazy. If we're getting to the point where all of our liberties are being stripped, I get that. I want to do the homework on it because this is going to be important to me because I want to talk about how, like, on one hand, people believe like, hey, it's not a big deal. Just do the right thing for a little bit. Everything will be cool. And then on the other hand, some people really think like they're trying to like transition us to where they basically just have control. And some of that starts with wearing the mask and putting arrows on the fucking ground, telling you where to walk and not letting you out of your house and like, you know, doing all your shopping for you and like just kind of locking everything down. So there are multiple viewpoints on what is this situation. And so I think over time, we're going to kind of get into that. But some of that kind of connects to this whole Inslee thing, because you do have a large group of people who are like, yo, we got to get this guy out of here because they feel like the stay-at-home order is bullshit. I just think it's funny that they're going like this route with it. But at the same time, I feel like because a lot of us really believe in the power of individuality and like, you know, free will and free thinking and all of these things. Like, I don't think it's like, I don't understand like why people like y'all remember on The Office when they like didn't have a manager for a little bit and they just all went to work and just did the work and then went home and everything functioned. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, I bet we all could just kind of do our thing, like, and everybody just be respectful and follow the rules. I know it's not that simple. I know you're probably like, oh, duh, not everyone can do that because people are fucking crazy and yeah, I get that. I know it's not that easy, but like, why couldn't it be? Like, why do we need all of what all of this shit is? Like, just function, bro. We have all of the resources. We have all of these very intelligent people who have gone above and beyond to learn human behavior, study it, create techniques, and help, build trainings and all of these things. And all these resources are now available. Why do we not share this stuff more with people so that way we can be better equipped to coexist with one another? You have people that develop whole curriculums around how to function and how to bring people together through diversity. Why is all that stuff just not shared? Like, why do you not just like send that information in the mail monthly to people and just be like, yo, take a look at this? And I know most people will probably throw this shit away, but just be like, look, this shit is important. If you're going to mandate things, mandate that people actually fucking get along with one another and actually start doing the right thing. And mandate that, like, look, man, you can't just be getting mad because a person's black. You got to cool out on that. But I will tell you that if you want to be outside, when you see these people, you got to say hello. And you got to smile at them. We're going to throw your ass in jail for that shit. And you think I'm playing, that's why I got this M16 pointed at you. Now smile. And I know that sounds crazy as hell. I took it too far. We went to that part. I don't want that to happen because sometimes some of you motherfuckers I don't really want to smile at. So I get it, and that type of shit takes away free will. So it literally goes against everything I was just saying anyway. But I still like. You wake up every day wanting to believe that one day it'll be possible to live in a world where people just aren't just so high fucking strong, man. Just chill. Smoke this weed. Hang out with your friends. Smile and laugh. Enjoy this shit while you're here. Because one day, the shit is over. So, I wonder if this impeachment shit is real. If it is, what happens next? I don't fucking know because I don't know a whole lot about politics. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call my Seattle mother, who is a poli-sci major, and so is her son. And they got a whole family of people who know a lot about politics. So I'm going to soak that in. You know what? I might bring Mary on the show and have Mary come in and educate us all. One of the smartest ladies I know. Shout out to Mary. Out here trying to save lives in Tequila. Yeah, and lives that are not the ones of her own. Sometimes I wonder if she even gives a fuck about white people. She's a white lady, and I feel like she don't give a fuck about y'all. She care about everybody else. Like, really and I'm talking about I've witnessed it with my own eyes, bro. Like, when I know somebody that's ready to ride out and die for that shit, and she is one of those people. So shout out to my Seattle mother. Big ups to Mary Takis. I love you. All right. I want to talk about, before I get into my man Ahmad, because this case just keeps getting crazier and crazier, I want to crack some jokes on how I thought the priest using the squirt gun to squirt holy water on people, I thought that shit was fake. And then it was confirmed through several articles that I looked at and that I, and also conversations that I had with other people. We confirmed that the shit was real. I don't want to be disrespectful. And I want someone just to educate me. I want to say that because I want to ask what I'm going to ask, but I want to be educated. I don't want it to come off as disrespect. Do you niggas really need the holy water that bad? I look at this man. He looks like he's in his 80s to 90s. He's outside. We're in a space where they're worried about, virus spread, and it's his age group. And my man is outside with a squirt gun with people lined up, and he's hitting them through the window. And like I said, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I just want to know, like, because it's just water, right? Is it really is it different? I don't know. I really just don't know. So I need to be educated. Somebody get in the chat or somebody send me an email and let me know. Like, why does he need to be out there putting himself at risk just to shoot the holy water? And like I said, I thought it was fake because I didn't know that they did that type of stuff. But it was very interesting to me. And I saw a lot of people cracking jokes and all that type of stuff. I'm always just cracking jokes on his whole face mask setup. Like, he had like the Tim the Tool Man Taylor like face visor. You know, when you're like, you know, doing carpentry and all this type of stuff, like, or welding, he had one of those types of masks on. I thought that was crazy. It wasn't just the regular one. So he obviously was taking some extra precautions. But I'm like, dude, is it worth it? Like, y'all really need to be out there? Like, I don't know, man. I'm looking out for you, but I honestly don't know. Maybe it's like, you know, it's just a part of it. And like, there's, you know, certain things you got to do, certain days, man, we got to make this stuff happen. I don't know, because I know nothing about that. But my man looked crazy. I thought those pictures were fake. It was kind of funny. All right. Get this sheet, man. Here's another one of these church things. So we've recently, in the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of states go back to like reopening things. But I want to say around Mother's Day, a lot of stuff was still closed, but there were still some churches that held services. And so I guess in Butte County, which that shit's in California, I think. In Butte County, they had 180 people from a Mother's Day church service all come down. Well, it says they were exposed to the COVID. And that low key is just like, and again, are there not other ways that y'all still could have had a service? We've all found other ways to work and do all these things. Like, did y'all couldn't just celebrate with family? Or if you're close friends with a lot of people, you guys just congregate and hang out amongst yourselves because you trust that, you know, you guys are really only spending time with one another. Like, why not do that? But it says over 180 people have been exposed to the virus after attending a religious service on Mother's Day in California. The attendees have been notified about their exposure and have been given guidelines on how to properly self-quarantine. This is crazy. Since the outbreak, religious organizations have found themselves compromised. In fact, according to local news, the church, Palermo Bible Family Church, refused to close its doors despite the order banning gatherings of any size. Danette York, Butte County Public Health Director, condemned the organizations. He said organizations that hold in-person services or gatherings are putting the health and safety of their congregations, the general public, and our local ability to open at great risk. However, in the wake of the positive results, the PBFC suspended all in-person services and resumed its services online. So resumed means that you once had them online. And then because it was Mother's Day, you opened it all up. And then for one little day, now 180 of you have this virus now, or you've been exposed to it. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I've gotten used to just staying home because at the beginning, I was one of these people that was like, yo, it's just not that big of a deal. Let's just go outside, do it at your own risk. But people kind of got to me, and only in the sense where because they were so annoying, because they were so fucking annoying and telling me to stay home. Now I just stay home as much as possible. I really only leave when I absolutely need something. Just groceries, or if I have to go pick something up because they won't ship it to a specific store, or they don't have it available at the specific store, or they won't ship it to me, whatever the case may be. I barely leave the house now. And so now I'm kind of like, yo, if we're really trying to phase out of this and then maybe move on to something different, this probably was not the move. And all for what? A Mother's Day service that y'all could have had online because you ended up closing your doors after the exposure, and then you went back to online church services. That's bozo shit. But you also probably did it because you felt the pressure from your people. They wanted to do that shit. But then you have people around, all of those people not being honest about who they're spending time with. Or maybe they just don't know. because you can end up getting it probably from people that you don't know. And there's a lot of people who have no idea that they have it and they're walking around with it, but they're not showing any symptoms, blah, 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 blah. We've heard it a million times at this point. We get it. But this shit just seemed crazy. I ain't going to say that they're reckless, but if you were already doing online services, you could have stuck with that. There was no point to try to like open up. And I get it. We want to appreciate our mothers, but like shit. Why you didn't do it the Sunday before? You didn't give a fuck about your mom then, huh? And then all of a sudden that Sunday, you're like, we have to have this. We have to have it. We got to show our mothers that we love them. Man, you got 364 other opportunities. But you choose not to take them. So don't pretend like you absolutely had to have that church service. Even now, I've tried to refrain from saying that I absolutely have to have the gym open. Fuck it. When the gym open up, it'll open up. I've been doing the outside jogging, going on walks, doing the resistance band, getting these push-ups in, all that. Like, fuck it, man. I found other ways. I hope we don't end up in a situation where we never get to go back to the gym. That would be shitty because I want to play basketball. That's really the only reason I was complaining about it. I'm fucking too old to be outside playing basketball in the fucking concrete. My knees end up blowing out. And I think I got about maybe like 6-7 years left in these motherfuckers. If I play out on concrete, I'll probably decrease that shit by about 90%. And I can't afford to take that risk. But I've tried to back off from saying that we need to have the gyms open. Because that shit it does sound selfish and stupid. And the only reason, like I said, it's because you're all so annoying. It's annoying to hear all of you fucking complaining. I'd rather just sit back and just be like, all right, fuck, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. Just stop talking to me. I'll fucking fine. I'll wear the fucking mask, but I'm only going to do it when I walk into public spaces because the rest of you are there. When I'm outside is just outside. I'm not wearing the fucking mask. You got a fucking problem with it? Approach me at your own risk. Inside, I'll do it for the betterment of the people. But shit, if I want to walk out my fucking front porch and stand out on the sidewalk with my ass hanging out of my fucking pants, I'm going to fucking do that shit until you can't really do it. And that was a weird thing to say, but I'm just saying that to say that y'all got to stop wanting to tell everybody what to do. I'm just going to start doing random shit just to piss y'all off, okay? And I'm not even that type. And I would still have my drawers on because I'm not weird like that. I just meant I'd be sagging, and that probably would be uncomfortable because who the fuck does that? And, whatever. But anyway, it's easier just to get along if we just kind of go along a little bit. But I'm telling you this. I'm only giving it maybe about 3 more weeks and I might start to riot myself. And I feel like that's only fair because some of this stuff is starting to get out of hand. Like, look, I'm still on, my main belief is this. People have been getting sick since the dawn of time. Shit is going to happen, but we still need to go on with our lives. I can understand if they feel like a couple more weeks of this will do, but listen. You know that it's facts. You cannot save every single person from every single thing that happens because it's just not possible. I don't want anyone to get sick or be harmed ever, ever, ever. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like I can't go out and play basketball because we're worried about a bunch of people that I may not know. And like I said, I'm all about giving some time, but I don't want to give 5-10 years of this. That's not something I'm on board with. I don't want to even give 2 years. We need 6 months of this cleansing. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But after that, nah, man, we gotta do something different, bro. That probably sounds horrible. But I honestly, like, if it would happen to me, like, I wouldn't want y'all to be like, you see what happened? And Meme could losing his life is all this guy's fault because he's an asshole being at the Safeway. No, it's fucking not. Because some random motherfucker went to the safe. That's not why I died, bro. It just was my time. If anything, it's just me being called home. If you still believe in somewhat of a higher power, I just figure my talents are needed elsewhere. That's how I'm looking at it. That's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. Because I'm okay with letting whatever happens happen. It's not that I don't give a fuck about people. Like I said, I don't want anything to happen to you, your loved ones, or anybody that you know ever. Because I don't want you to have to feel that pain, experience that hurt. That sounds terrible. But at the same time, what can you do? Like, I don't have ESP. I can't tell the future. So I don't know when things are going to happen to people, or if, or, you know, like you're not going to be able to stop a bullet. You're not going to be able to like prevent a car crash from happening. Like, you can take preventative measures, but that's all you can do. So shit, go out and exercise, take care of yourself. Wear the mask when you go to the store. If you're going to be in the store for 20, 30 minutes, wear the fucking mask. It's not that hard. When you walk out and you're going to your car and you're outdoors, don't wear your fucking mask. You shouldn't feel like you have to. We don't need arrows on the sidewalk. We're all adults. We can walk past one another without putting each other in a compromising position. It's going to be fucking okay. When you go home, wash your hands. Use the hand sanitizer. You don't need to buy up all the fucking toilet paper. Live your life like normal. Don't let them put you in a state of fucking panic every time you see something on the fucking news. And don't allow it to spill over to where you fucking want to give other people a hard fucking time. There's no point in that. I feel like in reality, you're probably only hurting yourself by becoming a monster. That's what they're hoping happens probably. Let's get all these people to turn on each other so we can like do a bunch of bullshit behind their back. Stay woke, keep your eyes open, live your life like normal. Don't be a dick to people. I don't know. 95% of what I just said is easier said than done because a lot of you are just assholes and you're not ever going to cooperate. God. All right, what else we got on this damn list, man? Whoo-wee! All right. A Virginia family finds $1 million on the ground. And they call the police. Bro, I'm so tired of people finding money and then calling the police. If you don't keep that damn money, bro, I'm telling you, if I find $1 million laying on the ground, I'm not returning it. I'm not doing it. And you know what I'm going to say, especially after all this bullshit we've been dealing with, I'm going to say this for my troubles, fam. And I feel like it's acceptable. And plus, if one of you jokers is irresponsible enough to the point where you lose $1 million, y'all deserve not to have that $1 million. That's just how I feel. If somebody rich leaves that money, government, just an independent, you know, I don't care who it is. If y'all leave the money, you forfeit the money. Just like the fucking video game. When you die in the video game and the person walks over your body, they get to collect everything that you had. You lost it because you're careless and you got killed. You're careless. You lost the money. I'm not giving back the money. And I shouldn't be obligated to do so because we have all these security measures in place for people to protect their funds, to protect their lives. And half the time when people be getting scammed out of money, y'all don't be returning their money. You make them start from scratch. So why would I return you this $1 million? This is a come up for me and my family. Let's see. A family in the Richmond area came across a pretty interesting find while on a Saturday drive. Emily Shantz told WTVR she was driving with her family in Caroline County when the car in front of her swerved around something in the road. Shantz said she ended up hitting it, which turned out to be a bag. Thinking it was trash, Shantz said she picked the bag up and then another bag spotted about 15 feet away and put it in her truck. Turns out the bag was full of money, close to about $1 million in cash. Inside the bag, there were plastic baggies and they were addressed to something that said Cash Vault. The family called the Caroline County Sheriff's Office. Major Scott Moser said his office is investigating, but told WTVR that they believe the mail bags were meant for a bank and possibly belongs to USPS. Get the fuck out of here. That money belonged to me now. There's just $1 million laying in the fucking road. Come on, man. That's got to be like how it is on the movies. That's a deal gone bad, and maybe they stole the money and they were on the run, and this is where they dropped the money, and they probably was coming back for it, or they misplaced it, dumping it while they was running from the cops, and these people got lucky and they scooped it up before the freaking crime scene techs could get there. I know that's crazy and elaborate, but that's what I want to hope happen. And in that scenario, the person who finds it takes the money and they freaking go live a lavish life. Lose $1 million, man, you forfeit that shit. I don't care. That's crazy and hella reckless. And I'm mad because I don't get opportunities like that. You mean to tell me you ran over a bag of money and then you called the police? You really think they're investigating? I mean, maybe they are because they said they were, but I don't fucking believe that. Somebody in there is probably plotting on how they can keep the money. And I wonder what's their, like, you know, how long do they have to hold the money in their possession before somebody doesn't claim it and then they can put, you know, keep the money for themselves? Shit, $1 million. We did a story last week where somebody stumbled upon some money. Some kid, he found a bunch of money and then he ended up calling the police and giving it back. And then they gave him a job. I mean, good for him though. He got a job. So, hey, shout out to Americans, man. Always finding a way to find, you know, working through quarantine. I appreciate that. Shows resiliency and perseverance. So, hey, hardworking Americans. But some of you motherfuckers are stupid. You should have kept the goddamn money. All right. So our next story takes us to the Memphis area. This is terrible. We have a grandmother who's murdered on Facebook Live. I'm looking at this article the other day and I'm thinking, yo, this is so crazy. The video has her. I guess what happened was, excuse me. So she's in her front yard holding a baby. And I guess like across the street or in the street or something, there are, what they say? They said there was two people. And I guess they were like in a street fight with somebody. So it says a group of women, they were arguing across the street when a red SUV pulled up, and then you just heard the tone of a woman narrating change. Dang, y'all, a woman said they just pulled up. So I guess the car circled the lot and then they started shooting because I guess these people were arguing or something. And I guess they went in there and they tried to run the fade, and I guess that was not happening. And so some dude pulled up and started letting off out of the car and ended up killing a lady who was just in her front yard with a baby, like watching the whole shit unfold. This shit is crazy. Yeah, it says these girls were just fighting, and then somebody got out there and they started shooting. Oh my God, this is crazy. 55 years old. She's still young as hell. Patricia Draper Bryant. RIP to you. Man, all these people losing their lives over nothing, man. This quarantine shit is really making folks insane. It says she was standing in her yard holding her grandbaby when the fight broke out. Said was a 19-year-old, and she was seen wearing a black security uniform, was armed with a knife, and then her and a 28-year-old, so a 28-year-old and a 19-year-old, they tried to break out the windows of a home of some other woman. And then this guy, they called this guy named Daryl Peterson, and then he showed up, and then he just started shooting. But he ended up shooting the lady in the yard. He didn't even shoot the people he was aiming at. So these two idiots are, one is charged with aggravated assault. The first girl, the 19-year-old. The 28-year-old is charged with facilitation of a felony. Facilitation of a felony and second-degree murder. And then the dude is wanted for second-degree murder. So he's on the damn run. Yo, my mind is blown for real. That shit is crazy. This lady murdered for no reason, all because niggas are fighting in the street. And right now, why are you fighting? Just be at home and just chill, relax. I know for some of you it's a struggle, but you gotta just relax. All right, man. I'm gonna take a short break because I'm gonna let this music play on Track Talk Radio. I need to do that more. Our last few shows, I've just been talking my ass off, but we gotta let the people listen to some music, man. That's part of the show. It's part of the vibe. So we got some 8Ball and MJG coming up, and then some Aaliyah, and then maybe you're gonna hear some Akon featuring Eminem. Smack That. How classic is that record? Jesus, man. And that tea that I drink is making me burp like a motherfucker. So you see me making all these weird faces and shits because I'm just, just getting there. But first record that's going to play is Places to Go by 50 Cent. Y'all got to hear this old-ass record. Shout out to 50. 50's been in the game for what seems like 100 years. It's not disrespect, 50. Please don't get upset. Wonderful artist, man. He made a movie, Get Rich or Die Trying. Very successful. He had Vitamin Water. Very successful businessman. He's funny as hell. I feel like 50 needs to put out a comedy album. I wanted to say that on the show because I thought about this a couple weeks ago and I was dying laughing because if you follow his Instagram, you see some of the funniest roasting ever. And a lot of it it's just still him being his old normal self and not giving a shit about these people. And people know not to mess with 50 because you could end up getting hurt probably. So shout out to 50 for always being funny, man. And this old record, Places to Go, is from the 8 Mile soundtrack. You remember you heard me earlier spitting those fire-ass Eminem bars and then that funny-ass line from Exhibit. Don't ever forget that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go watch 8 Mile, one of the greatest films of our time. It's a good movie. It's not the greatest, but it's a good movie. Really good movie. Shout out to Eminem. Here we go. Let's run this music. All right, man, we got the music playing, man. I'm about to get on this 2K for a little bit. Gotta do it. I gotta do my DJ duties. I was trying to get James to call in because today James sent me some things, and I'm not gonna lie, James, if you're watching this, I have not looked at it yet because I don't know if I'm ready to face the facts. I'm looking at the chat to see if he's in there. I don't know if I'm ready to believe and face what could potentially be facts about Rainn Wilson and him potentially being a creep. But at the same time, I know where there's smoke, there's fire, and it's not the first time I've heard it, but I would be devastated because obviously a lot of you know one of my favorite shows is The Office, and my favorite character is Dwight Schrute. I do not know anything about Rainn Wilson personally. I don't know a lot about his history. My brother has met him once or twice. I know he's from the Seattle area, but my allegiance to him is through his character on that TV show and really nothing more. But the problem is that I got shirts. I just got a new hoodie the other day. Y'all see, got the Dwight Schrute Rambo hoodie, which is filthy. Moneyline tees, or money teen lines or something like that. Let me pull their thing up because I gotta give them real love. They really hooked it up. So I want to shout them out for sure. Moneyline tees. I said it right the first time, man. I knew I had it right, but I ordered the mask from them. I've gotten a couple hoodies, couple shirts. I just be buying all kinds of shit, and I'm gonna keep buying all kinds of shit. But I don't want to feel like it'll be awkward for me to buy the stuff that has Dwight on it. But then again, if he's a little creep pedophile dude, I don't know, man. I don't fuck with that shit. That shit is goofy to me, bro. Guys that's really out there doing that type of stuff, nah, man. That's why it's gonna be lit when that Epstein documentary, Filthy Rich, when that drops on the 27th of May on Netflix. That's gonna be crazy because it's gonna probably get into all that. God, I wonder if he's on there. What else did James send me? James sent me something where it said Rainn had ties to the Clinton administration, and that right there, knowing the little bit that I know about the Epstein thing and a lot of that type of stuff, I always hear the Clintons' name being brought up. And so when James sent me that, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a tough day. James, literally, you sent it to me, bro, and I had the Rambo hoodie on, bro. I was literally walking to the Firestone to go get my car from getting repaired. I had to go pick my son up from the doctor. He was having leg repairs, and that was very important today. And luckily, the procedure went well. He's feeling okay. He's resting right now. I don't really want to talk about it further, but yes, my son was having some problems in the rear. I'm just being funny, being nasty. I'm talking about my freaking car was getting fixed. But I was walking to the car, get the car, and James was telling me this shit, and I was like, yo, now I'm like being self-conscious, and I'm wondering like, yo, are niggas looking at this hoodie right now and being like, yo, why's my man got a pedophile on his shirt? Yo, I'm dead, and I got this pillow with this nigga's face on it. Shit. I might never ever be able to wear my Dwight gear ever again. And my alliance is just with the freaking character. Because like I said, I don't know nothing about dude. But fuck, man. You know how crazy it is when you find out things about people that you're like, yo, I fuck with this person. And they're famous. And that's the problem, is that because of, you know, obviously we respect I'm someone who respects privacy. I don't like to pry people's lives. I don't care nothing about that. It's about the work. Your work is good. I appreciate the show, your jokes, you're funny. You're able to develop your character and become what is Dwight. I can appreciate that. I don't know about your personal life. I tend not to care about that. But this is something that you kind of have to care about, because all that, like, you know, trying to finesse little small children and being all in there, you know, that shit is nasty. But I'm going to be really bummed out, man. So I'm trying to get James to come on the show. I want him to talk about that. Maybe he'll call in later today, or maybe we can get him on Thursday or sometimes next week so we can talk about this shit. Because now I got to do the research. But I have not brought myself to watch the video just yet. Obviously, you see, I'm in here playing 2K. I'm trying to boost my career stats without having to just, you know, buy VCs. I feel like that shit is weak. You know, at least, you know, you got to buy some of it sometime. I've had to buy when I've run out and I'm like, you know, I needed some new shoes and shit. But, you know, other than that, I naturally have been progressing my guy at practice, but this nigga still can't shoot. And I don't like that, man. You can't be the point guard and not be able to shoot. And I play on the team with Rajon Rondo, and I feel like my guy is like Rondo. He can only make a fucking layup. This shit is weak, bro. But he can steal that motherfucker, though. No, stop fouling, bro. He's already got 3 fouls. Go to the bench. Yeah, exactly. Run your ass over there, you fucking bum. All right. Let's see where we're at with the music, because I'm about to turn the show back on. Oh, first, let's check these messages. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Markel. Markel, happy birthday. Today's your birthday. So shout out to you. Normally, I forget to do birthday shout outs for people. There are some people in the past that I've forgotten to shout out their birthdays. My apologies. I'm not good with birthdays. I barely remember my own birthday. Shit, my birthday is not even listed like on my social medias or anything, because I don't like when people really reach out to me or nothing. I'm not even someone who complains about not getting reached out to on their birthday, because it's just a day to me. The only thing I take from it is I use it as an excuse to be like, look, I'm not working. I'm not doing anything. And you can't hassle me. You know why? Because today it is my birthday. That is the only time I actually give a shit about it, is in that moment when you can tell somebody to basically fuck off and they can't say nothing back to you, because who's really trying to disrespect someone on their birthday? That's just not classy. So other than that, I always forget about people's birthdays. So don't be offended that I gave Markel a shout out and didn't give you one. Shit, I probably will forget my own birthday. So good for you if you had a birthday today. And shout out to my homie Markel. As you know, Markel did my photos that I recently took. I do have another shoot on the book, so look forward to seeing that, people. These photos are going to be hot, especially on my new Dwight Rambo tee, unless he's a pedophile, because then I can't wear it. Maybe I need to order another one. First, I need to do some research. If I get a Steve Carell run, I need to check and make sure my man Steve's not a pedophile, because I don't want to buy the hoodie or buy a new t-shirt and then my man end up being a weirdo. But I got to represent my show. But I booked another shoot. You guys need to book one too. The deals are wonderful, and you need to get these back from the dead out of quarantine shots on the books. That way, when y'all get your first haircut, get that first pedicure, get your nails done, do all that, you can come back fresh. And what better way to celebrate than by taking some pictures? Yo ass not going to be able to go to the movies or no bullshit like that. Or you're not going to be able to hang out with a lot of your friends. So take pictures and exchange photos and like flex on people. Go buy a new outfit. You know, do that for yourself. But then go pay my friend to take your pictures because they're that good. So shout out to Markel. Great birthday. Great photographer. Dope people. All right, man, let's get back into this show. How much time we got left on the song? 33 seconds. Perfect. It was Relax and Take Notes by 8Ball and MJG. The shit was lit. DJ Cold Cuts in a motherfucking building. You know, I always forget that there's applause on this. I got to start using that shit more. Do they got gunshots on here? Blow, blow, blow. Blah, blah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hold up. Let me turn the mic on. Oh, and the next song is Aaliyah 4-Page Letter. That's just going to be lit. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the Meemco Jackson Show. I'm your host, Meemco Jackson. Your boy's in here playing 2K, not doing well. Let me read you my stats. 19 points, 6 assists, 1 block, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds, baby. Yeah. Let me clap for myself. And you know what? I was just talking about using the applause, so let's do it. And it's working. Brat, 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 brat. All right. I'm 9 of 13 from the field with 1 free throw attempt, which equals 1 free throw make, because I'm a boss, dog, and I learned how to shoot free throws finally. Played 14 minutes, and I also have 3 fouls. Not doing great. No turnovers, though. So 6 dimes, no turnovers. Your boy's a beast out there. All right. Let's see. What else on my list tonight, man? I really had a short show because the last thing I was going to talk about is how weird this Ahmaud Arbery case keeps getting. So apparently they're saying that, let me get situated, boss. They're saying that 6 days after Ahmaud Arbery was murdered, that the police chief and 3 officers were all charged and arrested with a laundry list of crimes, including falsifying evidence, hiding evidence, running a drug operation, and having sex with informants and more. I wonder if this shit is true. This is crazy. And this is not the first time that I saw this type of stuff. There was also a thing that I saw. I want to go to it because I want to make sure I read it properly. That I guess the sister of the guy, the bitch ass McMichael boys, the daughter's sister, I guess she said they said that she posted pictures of his dead body online because she's a true crime fan. Holy shit. Lindsay McMichael, age 30, admitted posting an unedited image of a blood-soaked Arbery lying on the street on Snapchat, but said she meant no harm. I had no nefarious or malicious intent when I posted that picture. The thing is, I'm a huge fan of true crime. I listen to 4 or 5 podcasts a week. I'm constantly watching that sort of thing. It was more of a holy shit, I can't believe this happened, she added. It was absolutely poor judgment. Oh, no, really? God. However, a lawyer for Arbery's family called the image deeply disturbing. Yeah, you're fucking right. It actually fits the pattern of the McMichael family engaging in a weird, violent form of voyeurism. I didn't realize, and I don't think I've ever even announced this on the show, the dad is an ex-cop. I don't feel like I ever knew that. This shit is crazy, man. But you know what's wild is that she would take a picture and then her whole thing is that, well, I'm a true, you know, I'm a fan. Hey Siri, shut up. I ain't talking to you. And now all of a sudden everybody want to talk while I'm talking. But it's crazy to think that she would post the shit on Snapchat and you just have a dead body on there. Like it's no big deal at all. And then just to be like, I'm a fan of crime shit. So I put the dead body of the person who my dad and my brother just murdered in the street. But it's okay though, right? Because since I'm a fan and I thought it was interesting, I'm just going to do this. Like no regard at all for the fact that like Buddy has a family, he has a life. And I can't imagine that the people that follow her Snapchat are, I don't know. I don't want to judge them because I don't know them, but I'm sure she caters to a specific type of crowd. So they probably loved it, whereas most people would be disgusted at the fact. Because I wonder what the caption was. Did she put on the caption like, hey guys, look at the guy that my dad and my brother just killed in the middle of the street in broad daylight for no fucking reason? That shit is crazy, man. Posted my man's picture on her Snapchat and then pretended like it was no big deal. That is the world we live in. No big deal. God, but you know, if somebody black had a sibling or a parent who killed, some innocent white person, and then they posted pictures of it, or like they crip walked over the body or something like that, being funny, or like they tough talked it, or they got in his face and called it a bitch or some shit like that. If they did anything of the sort and posted a video online, white people would lose their minds. That could set race relations back 100 years, easy. I could literally see something like that happening, like, taking a video of it and making a mockery of the shit and then not being charged immediately for murder. Like I could see if roles were reversed, I could see white people going crazy and them doing everything they can to figure out a way to like really, truly bring back slavery. Or something dumb like that will probably happen. I could see that happening. Because they would never accept that. I mean, shit. Do you hear how people talk about Michael Vick? And that was just dogs. Could you imagine if that was just small white people? Could you imagine? They would consider him, people already consider him one of the worst humans on the planet. Which I don't agree with at all. Not one fucking bit. What he did was absolutely wrong, yes. But like you will never ever hear me say he's a terrible human. Made some very terrible decisions. Fuck yeah. You're financing a dog fighting ring. Oh shit, we got James calling. Let's talk about these conspiracies, man. And then maybe one day we'll get into the Michael Vick stuff. James, what up? James, what's crack-a-lacking, bro?
Yo, what's going down?
Shit, can't call it, bro. Just doing this show, man. I'm glad you called. How you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. Shit, I just had to go to this, my little godson's birthday party.
Oh,
today.
Hey, shout out to the young man turning 1 year old. Hey, time to get out there and get a job. Angelo, it's time to get a job, bro.
Right? Eating up everybody at the house and home.
Yo, that's hella funny. Yo, my niece just turned 7 the other day, and I got on the phone with her, and I was like, hey, you turned 7 years old? She's like, yep. And I was like, you about ready to get a job? And all of a sudden, it was like she didn't know English. Yeah, she was like, huh? A job? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she didn't want no parts of that job. Yeah. But anyways, man, what you up to?
Man, just got back to the house. I'm gonna chop somebody up in like 45 minutes or so.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So okay, what's up? Last time I seen you was a couple weeks ago. So where are you guys at with the shop and all the phases and stuff? You guys opened up?
Man, so what I'm hearing, everybody's booking appointments for the nail salon already because apparently we're supposed to be open Monday.
Oh shit!
On the 25th.
Okay.
Is that unless whack ass Governor Inslee wants to shake some shit up?
Oh shit, man. That'd be crazy. Dang, I need to book my appointment now. I need to cut.
Because like California shut back down, so I don't know if we're gonna do the same thing as them.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy. They're already going back to that.
Granted, we don't have beaches like they do.
Yeah, that's true. Because as soon as the beach open, everybody wilding.
Yeah. Okay.
That shit's crazy. All right, man. Talk to me about my man Rainn Wilson. So I was telling the people that I'm a fan of his character on the show. I don't know anything about him personally. So you sent me these things on YouTube. And I haven't looked at them yet because I'm still in denial. I don't want to believe it. What did you send me?
Man, you gotta watch it.
I know. I was telling them that I didn't want to watch them yet, and so I was waiting for you to call, and I want you to tell it to me, and then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch them after the show.
All right. So you know how we always talk about that the adrenochrome and the celebrities using like babies, blood, to pretty much sacrifices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when people actually look at like people's Twitter, this dude's Twitter is like outlandish. Some of the random shit that he says on there, especially after the pedophilia, all the code words have come out.
Yeah, I follow his Twitter and some of the stuff I'm like, yo, my man is kind of wild. Like it's
random
weird.
Dumb shit.
Yeah. And so you think that it's like codes for stuff? Is that what what people think?
They're all secret. It's all coding. Everything.
Damn. This is crazy. This is true.
And he's only, you put it on Twitter because it's gonna get out to the world, but only people that are gonna, recognize what he's saying are the people that are in the same industry type of thing with him.
Yeah.
So one of his tweets said something about let me see if I can find this thing. He was talking about having what he wanted for dinner. What he wanted for dinner and what he should have. And it said, what about human baby meat? What about human baby meat? It said, retweet, what should I eat for dinner? I am thinking pasta. And then
what the
in the
fuck?
pedophilia, then pasta is made, I think it's little boys.
What?
Yeah.
How do people know this? How do people find this out?
Because the FBI.
Okay.
The FBI, the FBI tracks pedophiles. Pedophilia, they get all
the
pedophile.
So pasta is a code word for little boys, and so he put out a tweet saying, "What should he have for dinner?" And then he said pasta.
What should I say? What about human baby meat? And then it says RT. What should I eat for dinner? I'm thinking pasta.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so chicken, and they're also known for, I guess chicken is code word for child. So this dude has like a bunch of random text. Like one of his on one of his movies, it has what's the movie called? Cooties. You ever remember the movie called Cooties?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that. What is that? Is that any good?
He was in a movie called Cooties.
That don't sound good.
Right? He played a PE teacher. And on there, the place was called Fort Chicken Elementary. And they know chicken is literally a code word for child. And so in that movie was Elijah Wood, you know.
Yeah. Huckleberry
so
Finn.
Wood came out, yeah. Elijah Wood came out and literally said that Hollywood's biggest thing is pedophilia. And he was in that movie with that dude.
Damn.
That has all the symbolism in it.
Bro, I just bought this hoodie. I literally, when you sent me stuff today, I'm literally walking down the street to go pick up my car from the shop. And I'm in this hoodie that I bought where it's Dwight Schrute as Rambo. Shit is lit. And now my man, I'm devastated. Because that's a lot of money invested in this gear. What am I supposed to do? Throw all this shit away?
Videos with him like hugging and kissing on chickens. And they're like, what the hell? Why? What are you doing that for? And then
maybe he's a chicken farmer.
Like, bro, it's kids.
That ruins it.
And it literally goes into, you know, the little adrenochrome. Adrenochrome was even mocked in, well, it wasn't really mocked. They put it out there. Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
That movie literally says the adrenochrome.
Do you think
it's supposed to be better than LSD and all this random shit?
Yeah, I remember you and Priscilla were telling me that like a few weeks ago.
And it's blatant, like right then and there.
So do you think any of this stuff is going to be in this Epstein documentary called Filthy Rich that's popping in May? Like late May, like I think it's on the 27th it drops on Netflix.
I don't know about this, like satanic type of stuff or like the blood rituals and all that random stuff.
Wait, you was talking about satanic shit? I missed that.
Yeah, that's what this dude, that's what the whole child thing, that's why these dudes do with the children.
Oh, shit.
Is because it's like sacrificing. And then the adrenochrome, you literally only get it from adrenaline. It's like blood. It's like oxygenated blood with adrenaline. So the only way you can get it is if somebody's hella scared, or no, really, it's just hella scared. And your adrenaline's pumping, and then they take your blood out. And that blood is like full of, you know, all the fear, all the adrenochrome. There's a lot of shit that goes behind it, bro. Like a lot. That's why Google named a lot of their stuff Google Chrome. Adrenochrome is also, what else? Google has, it's also associated to adrenal. There's a lot of stuff, bro. It's sick.
Bro, okay, so I'm going to tell you, I was on the phone with Priscilla this afternoon. And she was talking to me. We were like on the subject of communism. And she literally had me like low key, I was shook. Cause I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not trying to deal with this. Cause I'm a person that just don't be wanting to deal with shit. Like if shit get on my nerves, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't be annoying by me. Go be annoying over there. This is one of those things. They don't need to be doing this. Don't be annoying. Don't do this, bro. Why do they do this? Why do people do this?
Because they were.
This is crazy.
You know, it stems from the Book of Satan. So even when what was it? So literally, they say the best analogy that you can put this to is the movie Limitless.
Oh yeah, with Bradley Cooper when he takes the pills and then all of a sudden he's like a superhero.
Yeah, but then you got to think of how much. Remember the people that were taking so much and they were like dying off.
Yeah.
They were like, and then the other guy was like, yeah, he ran out of it because they're running out, so they're dying.
So are you saying that they sacrifice the babies to keep getting the stuff, and the stuff is like that pill that he takes in the movie?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Bro, if this shit is real, bro, at this point, I'm just waiting to wake up and hear the words cut. And then,
bro, I promise you.
And then all like, you know, they'll just be like, go ahead and go home. All this shit's been fake this whole fucking time.
Like you hear about this thing they call it spirit cooking.
I've never heard about that. What is that?
Spirit cooking is pretty much rituals with blood, with sacrificing animals. And,
oh shit! Like goats and shit, like voodoo and shit.
This is the thing. So this is why a lot of people feel and knew why, like how Jay-Z is like in the fucking
shout out to Hove, Rockefeller,
boule type of thing and whatnot. So his video, he had a video with this lady that invented the spirit cooking.
So she admitted it?
No, so she's in his music video.
Oh, okay. What video?
What is it? Let me see this. Shit.
I mean, you sure it's not fake? Like she's not just like an actor?
No. She's literally like a huge famous artist. Like people literally seek her out to do spirit cooking at their house and to do these spiritual type of things. She's literally.
So what does that do? That makes you famous?
Hella well known.
And that just makes you famous? Is that what happens?
Nah, because she knows it. Because the shit that she knows. She's like a spiritual advisor.
Got you. So like Miss Cleo, kind of like that.
Not even close.
Okay. So better than that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So if she can tell the future, I wonder if she can tell me if the gym is ever gonna fucking open up so I can go hoop.
Right. So her name is Marina Abramovich.
Marina Abramovich. Okay. And what's Marina look like? Is she like somebody I would recognize? You said she was in a video. I'm trying to think like
she was in Jay-Z's music video.
God, he's got 3,000 videos. Which one? Big Pimpin'?
Let me see it.
Ace to the Izzo?
Nah, it was more recent.
God, I don't know any of his recent music because ain't none of that shit good. Nah, let me stop. It's cool. It's okay, but to me, it's not as memorable as his old project. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it's some shit.
Damn, all this shit is crazy. So this is all the stuff that I don't know. But now I got questions. How do you know all this stuff?
Bro, I know everything about everything.
This fucking guy.
I'll make it a point.
I know you do soak up a lot of information, man. That's one
really
thing I would say about
growing up. You know, they always try to they told bird kids that to be able to, you ever want to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
And
so all you gotta do is read.
That stereotype to the fullest.
Yeah, I had my friend Naomi on the show last week. Well, I didn't have her. She randomly called while I was doing the show, and we were talking about some stuff. And so I was saying that going forward, not just with conspiracy specifically, but one of the things I'm trying to do is make a point to like soak up more information and read more books and, do all these things, man. So if you have any good recommendations on stuff that you're like, in on and like reading up on, man, definitely send me that stuff and label it if it's important. If it's just funny videos, sometimes I'll be laughing, clicking it, going out real quick and then not paying attention. But if it's something that you feel is like, this shit's kind of deep and kind of important, definitely let me know so I can check it out.
Yeah, I like to, now I'm getting to these videos. Fuck it.
Yeah, this Rainn Wilson shit is crazy, man. Shit, I got the white Shrew stickers on the computer. Just I just opened that pack, man. I have to throw the whole computer away now. I guess I could just get some new stickers. That's probably a more logical, logical thing to do. But in that moment, I will say, and in a way to denounce, the pedophilia, I did think about throwing the computer away. I just want y'all to understand that. Shit, man. Okay, so you guys are looking at maybe opening up on the 25th, man. How are you feeling about that? Going back to work?
I'm feeling great about that.
Okay.
Personally. I don't know. Everybody else is like, oh man, shut it down. Keep everything. Like, you niggas don't have to go through what we going through. No unemployment, no stimulus shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, you gotta
get these bills paid. So how are things gonna work at the shop? Is appointment only, and like what are you guys like only allowing all of those people during their specific appointment in the building, nobody extra?
So depending on what the guidelines are, what they're gonna say for the people that can be indoors. Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm gonna look at doing just having my one appointment and then having my other one appointment just wait, in there. So I'll maybe have two people for me waiting.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
That makes sense.
And then maybe the other two, and we'll just keep them all spread out. If not, they just have to wait in the car.
Yeah.
And do it that way. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do walk-ins anymore.
Dang, appointment only. Shit.
See what the way that shit works,
Well, what's your availability, man? Let me book now.
For real. Shit, we can do it first thing.
So you're gonna be I'm gonna have to definitely check in with you when I can see whenever I have the free time to get a cut, man. But that's good though, man. I'm happy for you that you're able to go back to work, man, that you're not having to freaking sit out here and have it be so damn hard. That shit's unfortunate.
Struggling. Nigga had to sell some shoes.
Damn, back to the old life. I definitely thought about it, and I actually put up a few, and then people were just playing. I was like, yeah, see, this is why I don't do this shit no more. Exactly. I'm like, I might as well just fucking hold them.
Hold on to them.
Yeah, and I'm tired of that. What's crazy? I haven't even been wearing them. Now, obviously, I ain't had a reason. The only place besides the store that I've been since this shit happened was to your spot. That's it. Well, and to a few other places, but like nowhere crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Cycles. All these other ones, it's like what the fuck was I going for?
Boy, I be in these house shoes, boy. Look at these motherfuckers. Boy, I be flexing. If you're watching me on YouTube Live, I'm flexing in my house shoes daily. Look at these motherfuckers, boy. Clean, boy. With the finish, too.
Air Max.
Oh, my God.
Nike Air Max slides.
I don't even be in those, bro. I don't even wear my Jordan slides around the house. It ain't worth it.
I got some UGG ones. I wanted some UGG house slippers, but they were from last Christmas, and they done ran its course.
Yo, mine feel like they're about to blow out too, and I think I got them around Christmas.
For real, the sheepskin is no longer. They ain't
sheepskin.
Whatever Tom Brady be putting in these damn shoes.
Oh my God! Listen, all right, okay. So let me get your honest opinion. Are Uggs comfortable? I've never worn a pair of Uggs. It sounds lame. What do you think?
So comfortable.
You are not the only person I've heard say that.
They're so comfortable, but you will not catch me out in the club or at the mall in no Uggs.
Oh, so you're not proud enough to wear your Uggs in public?
No. I got Ugg house slippers, and I might get those Ugg mid boots.
Boy, if I see you in the Ugg boots,
but
bro.
I've been seeing these niggas rocking them with shorts and shit.
No, it's not 2002.
Like, what are you doing? They're not Timbs.
Yeah, I don't even think you should wear Timbs with shorts. That's a weird look to me. Cause like no one wears big baggy jeans shorts no more. Remember when that was like the look, and they were basically like big ass capris, or they're almost pants, and then the Timbs are so big you can't really tell that they're shorts. But now, like the whole style is everything is fitted in short. Like
if you're wearing jean shorts right now with Timbs, then your jean shorts got frails at the bottom.
So, yeah, exactly. Because that's like the look. So now what they look like is people look like they're a part of like the village people, the YMCA shit.
Like, because they're like skinny jeans, just cut and they taper down to the thigh.
Yeah, this shit is weird. Like you out there, like you probably look like you shopping for you're shopping for the homies at that point. That's what it be looking like. You might as well have a crop top on.
Why won't Rockaware or like Carl Kanai make a comeback? With the long jorts, with the long
Bro, I don't think Carl Kanai can come back.
Bro, I seen a interview. I'm not sure how long ago it was or when it was taped. I think it had to be within the last 2 or 3 years. But he's still making fucking clothes.
Yeah. I swear I've seen that too. And I remember posting it like on one of my social medias because I was shocked at that.
It was Vlad TV fucking punk ass.
Yeah, he talked about it.
The feds. Feds, Vlad.
The feds. Listen, for those of you who don't know, people refer to Vlad TV as Fez because somehow people go on that show, and I'm going to say this because I'm playing devil's advocate. He can somehow ask you the question to where you incriminate yourself and end up going to prison.
He's really good at it, bro.
He can finesse you into, talking about your crimes.
He's probably taking those specialist classes on how
maybe
to answer to ask certain questions.
Yo, you ever think maybe he's an experienced within interrogation techniques? Like maybe he was working for the cops, and maybe they have him doing this for rappers, so that way they can.
Isn't he Russian?
I don't know anything about him besides that he's kind of a cornball.
No, I'm pretty sure he's right. He's from Russia, and a lot of people.
But now it makes sense. His name's Vlad. Vlad.
Paperwork. Some people are saying there's paperwork on him that he is an informant, and then you got other people that there's interviews that people try to call him out. They're like, "Hey, bro, nah, I ain't gonna answer that. You be trying to get people."
Yeah, I've seen
that.
Man,
no, I just ask questions that that are already on the paperwork. So he's like, okay, well, you asking niggas that are on paperwork, but half the world don't know about this. So you actually want them to expose themselves.
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his interviews, and I don't know, man. I feel like he's just a reporter dude. He probably is an informant, and he probably is trying to get people caught up and get them cases. But I don't. He's a goof
I think
to
he's
me.
Part of the hip hop police.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's got some deals on the side with local police departments where look, if you can get us a few of these rappers so we can arrest some big names, we'll slide you some dollar bills every now and again. But I think his whole deal is that he just has his little janky ass show. I guess I can't say it's janky because that shit is successful. He is very successful, but he does have a very bad reputation of being somebody who finesses his guests into incriminating themselves on his show, and then he exploits it for his own gain. He does have that rep. So that's what I will say about Vlad. I personally don't care about him because I don't think his shit is that great. He literally just does the same like 7 to 10 interviews all the time.
It's not that it's that great. It's just the fact that he has so many fucking interviews.
He does that, bro. He's been doing that show for a long time. Yeah. I remember he was doing it when YouTube wasn't even really that hot.
Yeah, bro. And he was just doing dudes who were in a random ass white room, chair and shit.
Yeah, that shit used to be crazy. I remember I used to watch in the early YouTube days. The two shows that I watched is I watched Joe Budden TV and I watched Vlad TV. Both of those shows were funny as shit because it was just two niggas that just had access to a camera. And they were just filming random shit and asking dumb questions, doing dumb shit. And Joe always was just, hanging out with Tahiri's fine ass. I think that's why most people watch the show is because Tahiri was so damn fine. I don't know if we really cared about Joe that much at that point because he still was mainly just a rapper. Now he's just a podcast legend. And I say legend because, him and now Joe Rogan are both the kings of Spotify in regards to their podcast life. You see that Joe Rogan got $100 million from Spotify?
Oh, for his podcast, to do the podcast on there?
Yeah.
Man, I could see that. That dude's YouTube is ridiculous.
Yeah, man, he can get everybody. I was just saying earlier, I feel like he could probably get Obama to come on and smoke a joint.
Right?
I could see him somehow finessing Obama and just being like, yeah, just do it, man. Because if you do this, it'll help raise this level within your body and then it'll make you do push-ups better. And Obama will be like, oh yeah, shit. Spark that shit up. And then he probably would do it. Because Joe could probably get him to do that shit.
Yeah.
That shit would be crazy, man. Well, my man James, you got any other conspiracies you want to talk about?
Oh man, what else? What do you want? You want to continue on the same? You want something new?
I don't know, man. What you've been talking to people about lately, man? Tell us what's been up.
Shit, it's really been this Pizzagate and this adrenochrome, especially because when you got kids, now you want to try to protect these little niggas.
Oh yeah. So, okay, let me ask you this then. How do they go about choosing the kids? Is this why we find so many of these kids come up missing? Or are they just plucking little kids off the street?
That's a big reason. That's one of the main reasons why. Like, but a lot of them come from orphanages, bro.
Damn.
It's because they have no paperwork, so that nobody's going to be looking for them.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know, they like that. Remember when that lady got snatched up when she was a kid, and then the old dude was like just pretty much just had her as a baby meal?
Yeah, I remember that.
All those kids are born without birth certificates. All those kids are born without, connection. So technically, they're not.
That's true. Damn.
They're not in the system.
And they can just be taken away. Man, I heard a thing where people were saying that like when ICE is scooping up these families on immigration status, that when they're separating the kids from their families, a lot of times the kids are being taken by, the upper echelon or the rich elite, and they're being, kidnapped by them. What do you think? There's any validity to that?
Oh, there's more than there's this. So the only reason why I can say it's factual is because you ever hear of the albinos, right? Albinos?
Yeah.
Like real albinos from Africa, from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So down there's literally militias that go around and snatch up albino kids, albino babies.
Damn.
Yeah, for spiritual stuff, for sacrificing, and they say it literally happens around political time.
Shit.
There's, the show Vice, or whatever, the little thing, Viceland.
Yeah.
There's a documentary on there.
So I wonder, how can Vice have a documentary, but how can this stuff keep going? Like, why are we not able to put a stop to this shit?
Because of the people that are doing it are the people that are in power.
Yep. So I probably just asked the dumbest question of all time because I already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. So, like, what do you think? You think like we're just here forever? There's no way to really save these kids, like, or you're only gonna save some of them, and we just chalk it up that most of them are gonna be victims.
You're only gonna save some of them, bro.
Fuck.
They figured this out. Like, there's so many outlets. They're even using. That's why you hear when Trump is talking about how he's trying to take down MS-13, like the Mexican gang.
Yeah.
So apparently they're one of the top people or top gangs used for child trafficking.
Yeah, I've always known that from watching that old show Gangland. They talk about MS-13, but I'm saying like this, those are people that I want absolutely no problems with. None.
But the thing is, those people are hired. Those gangs are hired.
What?
They're hired by the government.
Bro, I do not like it here anymore.
Bro, there's so much shit that think of, it's a little bit off subject, but it has to do with the government. Like, the movie Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah, great franchise.
So the one where they had when old girl came back to life.
Yeah, Letty.
So remember when they were racing and they were running guns under, like, in the mountains?
Yeah.
So that was real.
What was real? Them doing that?
They were doing that, but the government paid them. Were paying these people to run guns to the cartel for the war on Mexico, like the war that was down there going on drugs.
Yeah.
So the U.S. was helping them. So we were delivering them guns, and you can look it up. There's a thing. It's literally called Project Fast and Furious.
I'm dead, bro.
So that movie was based off of real events, technically, like loose events. But yeah.
Damn. I mean, those cars were dope. But that's crazy, man. This is the shit that I just don't be knowing. It's very interesting. How do you find out? Where do you read this stuff? This like in like Time magazine or something? Like,
nah, it's not. I don't even know how to explain it.
Where do you find this? Who are your sources? Do you not want to say?
Like a sponge. No, I got many sources.
Hell yeah.
I got hella sources. But it's just me doing
the research, huh?
Me not wanting to be a stereotype, and me wanting to, to learn. I just want to learn everything about everything. So if I could, my whole goal growing up was for me to be able to hold conversations in every single aspect of life.
I like that.
So if I can hold a civil, intelligent conversation with, a doctor, with a lawyer, with electrician, with a hood ass nigga, with a ball,
Yep. That means niggas can't ever disrespect you if you can do that.
Nothing. You always got to respect my opinion.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Intellect is very important. It's key. You got to be able to be a good communicator.
Knowledge is power and shit. The things that we got going on right now, that's all we got.
Amen, brother. Amen. Well, shit, man. I'm trying to think, man. Let me look at some of these things that I talked about so I can get your opinion on some of these ones. Okay, tell me, did you see... What do you think about the priest with the holy water and the squirt gun?
Which one?
Did you see the pictures and like the video of like the priest using the squirt gun and doing like drive-by holy water?
Drive-by shooting people.
Yeah. What do you think about that, bro?
It's just another ploy to get on TV.
You think so?
I mean, at this point right now, I feel like that's what everybody is doing. What else can they do? They have no other life. Their life is not going on right now.
Yeah, niggas are bored.
There's a lot of shit that's going down. A lot of kids, a lot of parents are killing kids.
Man, they're just not used to dealing with them.
They're not. I mean, and that's sad. So maybe that needs to speak to what the fuck we're doing in life.
I mean, you gotta think, is anyone really cut out to deal with children all day, every day? Because once they get to a certain age, because you only do that for like a few years, and then they start going to school for most of the hours that like they're awake, and then they go to sleep. And now parents are having to literally deal with them 24/7. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You know what? It has put me in some weird moods over the last few weeks, just thinking about the amount of kids who are potentially, having the rate of abuse that they suffer increase tenfold because we are in quarantine. That shit is awful to think about.
Tenfold.
And to think you can't do anything.
People that are looking to other outlets to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And hence you got these sacrifices.
Shit is crazy.
Parents are literally sacrificing their kids to think that, they're going to make it. They're going to get some kind of ritual. They're going to get some kind of money out of it. They're going to get some kind of blessing out of it. They see these Hollywood or these, these sports stars and all this stuff going through it. But yet, and they're like, oh, shit, maybe I can give up a close family member and the riches and, royalties will come to me. Damn. Or maybe I'll give up my firstborn, like Rumpelstiltskin, and shit will come to me.
Rumpelstiltskin. Yo, people really are just like who do you offer up a sacrifice to get famous? How do you even get to a point where you're able to do that? You call somebody? Like, was there like a website you like fill out an application?
Look at what the how like religion is looking, now. You got people don't really know what to believe in. They don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these, sad to say, a lot of these gods are asking for sacrifices.
Shit, man.
You know, a lot of these the Egyptian gods that a lot of people worship or whatnot literally ask for baby sacrifices.
Just babies? We can't sacrifice some
Like,
of these bozos we know? Like,
nah, it ain't want no grown ass tainted blood.
What if we know somebody who got really good genes, but they just a punk? Like, we can't sacrifice them.
You know, they'll probably sacrifice them for their adrenochrome.
Yeah. Damn, this is crazy,
that's why a lot
man.
of people say they torture. That's why they torture people before they kill them or they torture them. That's with the like the Pizzagate thing, the pedophilia thing or whatnot, the Disney thing. That's where a lot of these fucking dudes come from, or is from Disney.
Shit.
You remember? You remember To Catch a Predator?
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
The show. Yeah. So you know how that shit got shut down, right?
Nah, I thought that shit was still going on.
It's not the fact that it got shut down off of it's still on YouTube. Like he's still doing it on YouTube. He has his own thing, Chris Hansen shit or whatnot.
Yeah.
But the reason why, like one of the reasons why it got like taken off of MSNBC or whatever was because one episode there was like I mean maybe I was exaggerating a little bit, but like 10 to fucking 15 pedophiles or whatever dude that came from Disneyland or Disney World.
Oh shit! So they were like busting celebrities on that shit?
But no, it was like employees.
Oh
yeah!
Damn, that's crazy.
Like Disney World employees, and then when that episode came out, a lot of old employees came out and said that when your kids, you know, a lot of kids come up missing at Disney World and Disneyland, and they're like, you know, what happened? That's because there's like underground cities and back alley type of thing, and satanic fucking ritual fucking places on like campus, on the fucking Disneyland campus.
Hell no, that's crazy.
That's why you hear a lot of kids, when you hear about a lot of kids coming up missing on Disneyland, and then they'll just pop up out of nowhere. They literally got snatched up and like molested in the back. And then released back out of these doors.
Fuck, man.
This is like, remember Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh yeah, classic movie.
Was it the second or third one? But remember when
the
they went
third
to the
one is at the
and
amusement
they're in the
park.
back? In the back of the building, and all this shit's going down in the back, and nobody fucking really knows.
Yeah, I don't really remember that third one that much. I just remember they were at an amusement park, and I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, in that amusement park, and that's when it came out that the amusement park owner was fucked up ass dude. They were printing money in the basement. Everybody's connected, but it was really just laundering in this fucking.
Yeah, they're just doing dirt, being stupid.
That's pretty much. They were pretty much saying that's Disneyland. That's Disney World.
Damn. Yo, this shit is crazy, man. If it's all ending up being true, man. Like I said, I don't know what to think now. I'm thinking like, yo, maybe I'm better off just staying in the house. I don't even know, but well, my man, I appreciate you joining the show. I'm about to close out this stream and then turn this music on and let it, close out. But I think Priscilla's gonna join on Thursday so we can talk more about all this like communism stuff, man. You should call in because I'm sure you probably got some conspiracies around that.
Thursday? Well, shit, I might like pull up on you.
Yo, do that shit, bro. If you're trying to come through, you're more than welcome. I'll shoot you the address. You can come on over.
Yeah, probably a little better.
Yeah, do that shit.
Do it that way. For sure, brother. Good looking.
All right, my guy. I will see you on Thursday.
All right, now, boss. Be safe.
All right, yes, sir. All right, man. We had my man James calling. That was perfect. He giving us the conspiracy stuff, man. It's crazy because this is shit I don't know about. And I know they talk about this all the time. So when they be talking, I'll just be sitting there like, what? like fucking kid at Christmas, but only in the sense of it's just information that you can retain and learn. And that's what fascinates me the most about it. I don't know where I stand on any of it or what to believe, whether or not I think it's true or not, but I like hearing it all. Like, it's crazy that there's like this whole other side of life that people have a belief in. And like, without knowing anything about it, you're only left just to fucking be in amazement and you just wonder what the fuck is happening. So the shit is crazy, man. Well, all right. It was a good show. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's the Minkle Jackson Show. We're live every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Live on YouTube as well as Track Talk Radio. Also, be on the lookout for new episodes of Starters on the Bench podcast, which is live on Twitch every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. Your boy Minkle Jackson is about to take over. So share all this with your friends, like and subscribe, do all the things, man. It's lit. I'm going to cut this music back on, and then we out for the night, man. What's today? Tuesday? Who is up after me? Man, I feel like I always forget and never know, but a lot of times I forget to do announcements. I know pretty soon I'm going to have like audio queued up where we're going to announce people and do all that as we continue to make improvements. We're going to hook that up. I know Sherry has told me this before, but I always forget at this point with quarantine, I keep forgetting what fucking day it is. I almost just said it was the Ryan Show, but today's Tuesday, not Thursday. I really don't know, man. I'm sorry, boss. There's a hot show after me, and I know it's hot because everything that's on Track Talk Radio is hot. Shout out to Sherry, the CEO of Track Talk, Miss Tag Talk herself. We need to have Sherry back on the show. So Sherry, if you're listening, you need to call in at some point. Maybe next week we'll have her on. We'll try. We'll check her availability. Shout out to Tribe Tokes. As usual, I know a lot of ladies I know have been purchasing their products. So they're really out there killing the game. So shout out to them all the way on the East Coast in NYC. But let's get into this music, man. We're going to close out, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. It's been real, baby. All right. YouTubians, I'm out of here. Again, shout out to Big Baby Jonathan and his great podcast and sports show. He's always showing love and support, man. I do the same thing for him. He's good people, man. So shout out to all of our, mutual people. I think we know some of the same people, which is cool. Shout out to my man, Isaiah Barber. My man is a hooper, but Isaiah don't ever want to pull up to the court. So hopefully when quarantine is over, Isaiah will pull up and we'll be able to hoop, man. He can get this work, bro. I see him posting videos on IG of him playing at this court down in Bellevue or something. I see you with the handle, boss. You was out there looking nice, but I'm telling you, people do not want none of me. My game is going to be crispy when I come back. It's over for y'all. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. I'll see you guys on Thursday. It's been real. Stream is done.